She texted, LOL. Did you really think I would cancel my Vegas trip to come to your surgery? When I asked for help with the surgery, I texted the wrong person. What the nurse said to her when she called the hospital later changed the entire story of that Vegas trip. I, Nolan, male, 28, found a lump on a Tuesday. Nothing too dramatic, just a routine checkup that led to more tests. That turned into surgery. Luckily, the lump was benign, but it was right next to my kidney, which needed to be removed. The doctor said it would take at least 4 weeks to recover. I needed someone to stay with me for at least the first week. On the way home from the hospital, I called Gianna. Hey, honey, I just got out of the doctor's office. Remember the pain I told you about? She replied, distractedly. I heard the tapping of her keyboard. They found something. I need surgery. The tapping stopped. Surgery? Serious surgery? Yeah. April 15th. They need to remove a tumor from my kidney. April 15th? That's Vegas week. My stomach churned. I know. I'm sorry. Can you reschedule? Silence. Reschedule Vegas. You know how long we've been planning this? 6 months. But this is surgery. Gianna, can't you reschedule after I leave? That's not a dentist appointment. Doctors have a waiting list. This is so typical, she said. I finally made a plan for myself and then there was a crisis. A tumor is not the crisis you were talking about. Okay, I'll think about it. She hung up. I sat in the car in the hospital parking lot for 20 minutes trying to process everything that had just happened. She came home late that night, put her bag on the kitchen counter, and looked at me like I had arranged the medical situation to ruin the trip. I talked to the girls, she began, and they think it was manipulation that you told me to cancel. Manipulation? I had a tumor, she'd probably had it for a while, and now it was urgent right before my trip, the doctor said so. Doctors always talk about urgent things to make money. I looked at her. We'd been together for 3 years, lived together for a year. This was the woman I was going to propose to. I needed someone to help me recover. Get a nurse. What? Get a nurse after surgery? Miranda's mom hired one after her hip replacement. You want me to hire a stranger? Instead of having my girlfriend around? I want you to stop making me feel guilty about a trip we booked in October. She went into the bedroom. I slept on the couch. The next morning, when I woke up, she was already dressed for work. I'm going to Vegas, she announced. The girls need me. Plus, I've paid for everything. I just said, okay. Okay, what do you want me to say? I don't know. Maybe show support because I still have a life? Sorry. Have fun in Vegas while I have organ surgery. She rolled her eyes, that's too much drama. Outpatient surgery, right? No. I'll be in the hospital for 2 to 3 days. Okay. I'm fine. 2 weeks before the surgery, I texted one last time, I'm scared. Never had surgery before. I really need you by my side. She replied 3 hours later, LOL. Did you really think I would cancel my trip to Vegas to come to your surgery? It's not cancer. Stop being a sissy. I replied, it's your fault. Then I started to think of other options. Update 1. Morning of April 15th. Gianna left at 5 a.m. for the airport. Kissed me lightly on the cheek and said, don't die, or something like that. My sister, Ruby, drove me to the hospital at 8 a.m. She'd flown in when she found out Gianna wasn't coming. I still can't believe she's going to Vegas, Ruby mumbled as she checked me in. It was her trip, her choice. Isn't her boyfriend's surgery more important than a girlfriend trip? The admission nurse, an older woman named Dorothy, asked, "Is your emergency contact still Gianna Martinez?" "No, it's changed, it's my sister, Ruby Conrad." Dorothy made a note. "It's nice to have family here. Can't your girlfriend come?" Ruby sneered, "She's in Vegas." Dorothy's brow furrowed. "Vegas? During your surgery? Was it booked?" I explained, but she still came. "Yeah." Dorothy shook her head, but professionally, "You're in good hands. The surgery was a success." I woke up still dazed, the tumor gone. Ruby was there with bitter coffee and good spirits. But the interesting thing was that at 6 p.m., my phone started ringing non-stop. It was from Gianna. "Why aren't you answering?" "Hello? I know you're mad, but you're being childish. Pick up." Ruby read it out loud because I was still in a daze. "Want me to answer?" I said, "No, let her handle it." At 8 p.m., the hospital phone at the nurse's station rang. Dorothy came in, looking excited. "Conrad, someone called from Vegas, claiming to be your girlfriend, wanting to talk." I was asleep. "Are you really asleep?" Dorothy winked. "Completely unconscious." "I know." She left and came back 10 minutes later. "She's persistent. Called 3 times. What do you want me to tell her?" Dorothy smiled half-heartedly. Ruby then recounted what she heard. Dorothy told Gianna that she was unconscious, unresponsive, the surgery was complicated, only the immediate family would be informed, it was hospital policy. Gianna went crazy, texting in a hurry, "How could there be an accident? Why are you unconscious? Why did Ruby come and not me? It's absurd. Pick up the phone now, I'm booking a ticket back." Then the last sentence, "If you die, I will never forgive myself." Ruby chuckled. Now she was worried. It turned out that Dorothy was a very good news seller. I said, "Do you want me to tell you if he's okay? Let's talk about it tomorrow." I wasn't trying to be mean, I was just exhausted and heartbroken because I didn't want to deal with the drama from Vegas. Ruby posted a photo on Instagram that night. She was sitting in a hospital chair reading a book, with the caption, "Best Sister Award for me." No mention of me, no location or reason. But Gianna knew. Is that the hospital? Why did Ruby post it? What are you hiding from me? I turned off my phone and went to sleep. Update 2. I woke up the next day to 73 texts and 31 missed calls. Ruby answered all of them all night. She tried to FaceTime at 3 a.m. Ruby said she was drunk at the casino. Did you respond? Yes. I said you were in the ICU, no visitors. I didn't say you weren't in the ICU, of course, just to make her panic. You're evil. Learned from me. Remember when you said my ex was in a cult? He was cheating and his girlfriend ran off to Vegas. That's right. Fair enough. Dorothy showed up for morning rounds and asked, "Your girlfriend called the nurse's station 17 times last night." We listed them on a sheet of paper. She was really worried about your critical condition. What critical condition? When I said you were unconscious, she added critical. I really like the nurse. 30 years of experience dealing with difficult families. Knows how to handle a troublesome Vegas girlfriend. In the afternoon, Gianna posted on social media, "Emergency. Flying back from Vegas. Nolan is critical, needs prayers." Everyone immediately asked, "What's wrong?" I thought it was a normal surgery. Colleague Terrence texted, "How are you? Are you dead?" Gianna said he was on a ventilator. I ate jelly at that time. Tell me to stop digging. Ruby updated from the airport again, sobbing, mascara running, in emotional turmoil. Hurrying back to love. There are things more important than vacation. Shouldn't leave. Cry and pray. She just realized. My favorite comment was Bethany's, "Didn't you say Nolan was a douche before?" Gianna replied, "That was before the incident. Actually, I didn't mean it that way, but let her figure it out. Calling her unconscious is just her making up the whole story." Dr. Williams came to visit that afternoon. "Good news. Everything's fine. You can leave tomorrow." "So soon?" Ruby exclaimed. "Wonderful. Perfect." The doctor looked at Gianna's posts in surprise. "Oh, that's a creative way of explaining post-op recovery. She's not here to get the facts. Medically, you're doing great. That social media thing is beyond my expertise." Gianna landed that night. Called Ruby from the taxi. "What hospital?" "You're sleeping, why don't you let me see you?" Ruby calmly, "Family, as requested by the doctor. I'm your girlfriend. I can't not see you. I'll call this hospital and that hospital." And yes, she called every hospital in the city looking for me. The thing is, I was registered for confidentiality at Ruby's request. Unless they knew the exact hospital name and patient code, they couldn't reveal it. Gianna was running around all night. Dorothy on the night shift kept us updated. At one point she suggested that I had been transferred to a special unit. Gianna asked what special, not knowing what I would say. Let her imagination run wild. Ruby said. "They're all bad. Best friends, nurses, relatives. Girlfriends who go to Vegas when their boyfriends have surgery don't miss it." Last update. Day 3, discharge day. I was packing when Gianna showed up, looking like she'd been through a battle. Her makeup was smeared, her hair was a mess, her expensive Vegas suit was wrinkled. "Nolan, are you still alive? I've been looking everywhere." Ruby didn't say anything to her. The nurse kept saying, "It's critical." Gianna said that was what she said. "It's not critical." I said critical. Dorothy said she was just sleeping. Did something really go wrong? Nothing major. The surgery was complicated, yes. It wasn't. Gianna looked at me, then at Ruby, then back at me. "You made me think I was going to die." "I made you think that. Like you thought Vegas was more important than my surgery." "Why would that be different? I didn't know surgeries were that serious." "Every surgery is serious." "Gianna, I'm fine. I'm doing great." "Who knows? Not because of you." She sat down in the passenger seat. "I missed 2 days of travel. I thought I was going to die." "Are you worried about your image?" I posted a prayer request. Ruby laughed when Bethany woke her up. "Who's Bethany?" "Facebook friend remembers you calling him too much." Gianna blushed. "I was complaining, not to you. You said she manipulated me. Made me think she was dying." "I only texted once. The rest you figured out." The nurse lied. "The nurse was vague and you added details." She stood up and paced. "Everything is so chaotic. I'm the victim." "What victim?" "Emotionally manipulated." Ruby laughed. "Your friend went to Vegas while her boyfriend had surgery, and she said emotional manipulation. You're on the side of the person who had surgery?" "You're on the side of the person who had surgery." Dorothy entered the room, looked at Gianna, and smiled. "See? How was Vegas?" Her mouth fell open. "He was a model patient, and so was his sister. Family is there when you need them. That's my harsh word, but it's a little pitiful." "We're leaving," Gianna said. "I'll take you home. Ruby will take you to a hotel, you stay there for a few days." "Why?" "The doctor wants 24/7 supervision for the first week." Ruby took the day off. "And I still have Vegas to come back to." "Vegas is over." You left 2 days early. I thought I was going to die. Not the support I needed. This is ridiculous. We live together. I pulled out my phone. I made arrangements to move. I'll be out by the end of the month. You're leaving me? You prioritized recovering with someone who cares about you over the trip. Over the fact that I chose to hang out during your surgery. Over the fact that you called me dramatic and LOL. I texted her. She grabbed her phone. Deleting. Deleting doesn't mean it didn't happen. Nolan, please. Let's go home and talk. You're with Ruby. Go back to the apartment. Don't miss another vacation because of me. I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you went to Vegas. She tried another manipulation. What do you think? Everyone saw me posting about saving you. Tell them about the miraculous recovery or that I dumped you and got exposed. It's up to you. She left. 20 minutes later she posted, "Some people can't stand strong independent women with their own lives. Thank you. Nolan is fine, but shocked by the manipulation. Needs best girlfriends more than anything." The comments were cruel. You went to Vegas when I was sick. Independent doesn't mean selfish. He must have manipulated you because you dumped him. She deleted the post after an hour. I'm writing this from Ruby's hotel. Recovery from surgery is going well. Got 3 messages from her friend saying she regrets it and didn't mean to do it. Great. She can regret it in the apartment she's now paying for herself. My favorite part is that Dorothy connected me to a patient advocate before I left the hospital. Turns out medical confidentiality is normal. Limiting information to immediate family is standard procedure. No one lied to Gianna. She screwed herself up because she couldn't accept being well without her. Turns out I'm not just fine. I feel free. My kidneys are fine. Update, if anyone asks, it's clear, I kept Dorothy's call transcript. Framed. 17 calls in one night. Must be some kind of record. The next day, while I was still recovering in Ruby's hotel room, my phone rang again. A text from Gianna. Can we talk? I want to explain everything. I know things are messed up, and I'm sorry. I looked at Ruby, and she shrugged. If you want to confront me, just answer. But I shook my head. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Ruby said softly, after what I did, she will have to prove something, not just an apology. I think that's true. Sometimes an apology is not enough to heal wounds that are too deep. The next few days of rest, I enjoyed Ruby's attentive care and everything was peaceful. No, I felt empty without Gianna by my side, but sometimes, her presence did not bring a sense of security but was psychologically stressful. One night, she called me on video. Her tired face and regretful eyes made my heart sink a little. Honey, I was really wrong. I was so selfish. I didn't realize how much I hurt you. Can you give me a chance to make it right? I sat still, not answering right away. It had been a long time since I had received such a call. I thought about her words and actions over the past time, about the days when I thought we would continue together. Ruby stood beside me and patted my shoulder. Remember, you also have the right to be happy and at peace. I looked at the screen and said softly, Gianna, time will tell. Right now, I need to focus on recovering. Her plane was flying back, even though I wasn't sure what our future would hold. But at least now, I knew I deserved love and respect, not just a replacement for a trip that had been planned 6 months ago. Ultimately, I realized that life doesn't always go as planned, and new challenges are the turning points that help us grow. Prioritizing your health and peace of mind is the most important thing. I feel grateful to have my sister and relatives who are always by my side, caring and looking after me during the most difficult times. This story is not just about a surgery or a missed trip, but also a lesson about mutual appreciation, about the love and respect needed in every relationship. I hope that my sharing will help people understand more about the value of true companionship and sacrifice, as well as how to put health and happiness first. If you find this story meaningful and want to follow the next content, don't forget to like, leave a comment to share your feelings and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss the latest videos. I really hope to accompany you on the journey of sharing and spreading real stories to everyone. Thanks for watching, see you in the next videos.